Oh my goodness. It is my pleasure to review this pre-workout for you guys.
Yeah, boy!
What's happening, guys? Hope your day's going well. Today we're going to review Shock and Grow Labs Unstoppable Pre-Workout. We're going to go over the ingredients, look at that small ingredient profile, and we're going to go over the effects on this bad boy. So we'll get the ingredient profile out of the way, get into the effects on this thing. I know a lot of you are going to love this ingredient profile. This reminds me of Kilo Labs. So for those that have been following me for a long time, I literally believe I did the first review for Kilo Labs and kind of set them on the map. Awesome company. But what was awesome about them is they kept their ingredient profiles short, sweet, and simple, just like Shock and Grow Labs is doing here with this Unstoppable Pre-Workout. And this bad boy is nice. I'll give you the effects on this. We're going to jump right into this, get this out of the way. But if you're new to the channel, you like stuff like this, hit the subscribe button. Love to have you along for the ride. So this is a blue raz flavor. And just so you know, it's not gross or anything like that. It is a very sour hitting blue raspberry, so it's not fabulous. I'm going to give you that, but it is good. So it's something that you can down, you're going to be fine with. There's no aftertaste, no, you don't taste the ingredients or anything like that. So it's good enough for the way this thing delivers. So put an ingredient profile right in front of me. We'll get to jump into this. This is 1 scoop, 14.56 grams. You want to do a little packed, flat level, kind of like a packed small heaping scoop on this thing. Throw it on a scale if you want to be exact, but you'll be right in there. If you pack that scoop, get a little bit on top, just have a little tiny dome, and then throw it in there. You'll be right around that 15 grams. So jumping right into the ingredients here, 25 servings. Don't want to forget to tell you that. Right on the top here, we have L-citrulline malate at 6 grams. So this is going to give us about 4 grams of L-citrulline, which can help with vasodilation pumps. It's going to help increase oxygen delivery for ATP production. And it's going to help fight fatigue because it's going to help eliminate ammonia out of the muscles, which is a metabolite that can actually restrict your contractional capability. And then it's got the malic acid. And for those that don't know, I don't talk about malic acid that much. Malic acid is naturally produced in the body, and it elevates the mitochondria production in the body. So it is used in the metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins, and fatty acids to create ATP. So the whole premise behind having L-citrulline bound to malic acid is to have the vasodilation, oxygen delivery, to already kind of get the ATP firing, and then the malic acid, which is going to produce malate for the in the Krebs cycle for the mitochondria to deliver some energy. Then we have some beta-alanine at 3.5 grams. I'll let you guys know how this thing hits. So this is for more reps, more sets in the gym. This is a buffer for metabolites that can build in the muscles, so you can actually push out more reps and more sets. This actually, in the body, it binds to histidine, and then it produces carnosine in the body. And then it helps buffer hydrogen that can build up in the muscles. It gives you that burn. So it's a metabolite. There's all kinds of different metabolites. There's ammonia, there's hydrogen, and there's a few others in there that will throw off the pH in the muscle and limit your contractional capability. Then we have betaine anhydrous at 3 grams. This is an all-around hitter here for health. So this is a methyl donor. What I mean by that is the body uses methyl donors to actually attach to waste products in the body that it wants to eliminate out of the body through the kidneys or secrete it out of another end. You know what I'm talking about? And just kind of get it out of the body. And also the methyl donors help with the absorption of vitamins in the body and some minerals, and helps with energy production and a few other things, just an all-around health on the inside. And this is an osmolyte as well, so this balances water within the cells. So it's not really an electrolyte balancer, but it helps maintain hydration in the cells for more reps and more sets in the gym, so it should push out a little bit longer. And in some cases, it may give you some cell swelling combined with some glycerol and a few other pump ingredients. Then we have some caffeine anhydrous at 300 milligrams. So this is an adenosine blocker. And what caffeine does is it attaches to the adenosine receptors A1 and A2. And what these do is adenosine, if it attaches these receptors, it can make you tired and groggy. So it eliminates the attachment of adenosine, keeps it away from adenosine, and it then in turn wakes you up. And it has a bunch of different functions for cognitive function as far as in the brain. It does increase epinephrine, norepinephrine, and dopamine, and serotonin. This also helps with contractions in the gym, because this will have the muscles releasing calcium. So caffeine is a great source of energy production and power output in the gym because of that calcium release for the muscle production as far as the strength gains in your contractional capability. Then we have some theobromine at 300 milligrams. One of my favorite ingredients at 300 milligrams. So this is an antioxidant, for those that don't know, and it contains flavonoids, especially epicatechin. We're all familiar with epicatechin. That's a weight loss and muscle builder there. It's supposed to help with myostatin. So this has a natural source of epicatechin in it, which then in turn is going to activate cyclic AMP and cyclic GMP, which are two energy-producing functions within the body to help break down carbohydrates and fats for energy and release lipids into the bloodstream. So it's going to help with that. It's also going to help with the increase of eNOS, which is endothelial NOS, which is going to help with vasodilation in the blood vessels. And it's been shown in studies to increase dilation in the brain in certain regions of the brain for up to 2 hours for increased cognitive function and focus. And the other studies that have been done on it is it actually decreases bad cholesterol and increases good cholesterol. Really nice dose, 300 milligrams, like what they did there. Dicaffeine malate, 100 milligrams, is going to be 75% of caffeine. So it's going to have a total of 375 milligrams of caffeine. And pretty much that's it. All we have is the absorption ingredients in here. We've got estrogen at 50 milligrams. We like that. That's for gut health, inflammation in the gut, and it helps with these amino acids to absorb. And then they put some black pepper extract here at 10 milligrams, which is another ingredient that helps with the absorption of ingredients. So we got Shock and Grow Labs Unstoppable Pre-Workout. How did it do? So I'm going to tell you something right now. This is my absolute favorite upper level daily driver pre-workout. When I say upper level daily driver, this is probably one you can use for 5-6 days a week. So the stim, it's not like super stim hitting on the central nervous system, but it's 375 milligrams of caffeine, and that theobromine adds to the hit a little bit. So it's a kind of a, as far as energy goes, we'll get into how it starts, but as far as energy goes, this is like an all-day energy hit. So it really drives you all day long, and at no point from when it comes in to when it kind of tapers down a little bit after about 3 hours, at no point is it crazy. Your heart is not going crazy. My blood glucose levels have been regular after taking this pre-workout. It actually has been helping my glucose levels. The way this thing's been formulated is so simple, and I can tell that the ingredients are pure. So I really like this. Don't have any discount codes. Not trying to sell you. I'm just excited when I see when a company actually knows what they're doing, like a formulator, like he puts together something, puts some ingredients in here, throws the dosages in, and it just comes together super nice. So I really do like that, and I love that I can bring this to you guys, because I know there's a lot of you guys out there that like to train like I do, and you're going to love this thing. So the way this thing hits, beta-alanine comes in about 5-10 minutes, and it comes in at a medium high level. You feel it. It hits. And the beta-alanine hangs around. It's medium high, starts to taper down, and it kind of feels like after about 20 minutes it goes away, but then it peaks its head again about 45 minutes in, and you kind of feel it in the background for up to an hour total on this thing. The only high hit on this is probably for about 10-15 minutes, but it hits really good, really strong. And I don't know if it's beta-alanine or the theobromine kicking in real quick, because it doesn't have any caffeine citrate, but you wake up when that thing hits high and it starts to taper down. You feel an awakeness that comes in, I'd say about 20 minutes in. And then it just kind of stays there and slowly increases up until, I'd say, 45-50 minutes, and that's pretty much where you're peaked. There is, like I said, nothing crazy, no heart racing or anything like that. This gives you an energy and a head hit, which we'll get into, and a sense of well-being that just makes you want to conquer the freaking gym. So it's not, this would be great for stim junkies if they want to come off of a DMHA type pre-workout, but it's not crazy, because the energy hit is, I'd say it's close to a medium high, but it's just not crazy on your central nervous system or anything like that. Super smooth. I'd say from initially hitting, it stays with you for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours for some of you. And then it starts tapering down and comes off really super nice. And you're left, I trained this morning and it's like 5 o'clock and I still have like kind of an underlying energy kick. So it wakes you up, you feel healthy, you feel good with it. Really good. This gives you a nice sense of well-being that starts to come in about 25, 30 minutes. And it's not a stim junkie well-being. It's not a happy-go-lucky, but the music sounds real good. And the way the theobromine hits you in the head here, it gives you that alpha brain. So when you're in the gym, you feel good and you're just like, yeah, you have that. I don't know if you guys have taken a pre-workout and it just gives you that like, yeah, like after you do a set and you grab the weights and you're just excited to get everything done. Music sounds good. You feel good. So a really, really nice sense of well-being, but not exotic stim. Just a really nice sense of well-being to this thing. The head hit on this. What I love about this thing is there's no choline sources in this. There's no heparin A, there's no alpha GPC, and it hits you in the head super nice. You're focused, your attention is spot on to what you're doing, you're into the music, you're not crazy in the head, you're not kind of loopy, you're not too cognitive hit. It's just a super nice drawn in attention to what you're doing with an alpha brain type hit of getting shit done. So very, very nice. The pumps on this thing, wait for it. Pumps are tight and veiny. And what I love about this formulation here is this is that kind of that lean, sleek look that you get. You literally lose water weight. So theobromine is a diuretic as well, as far as this goes. And there's a few other functions on all these ingredients. I just don't try not to make these videos too long. I'm already 12 minutes in. So I want to just kind of give you guys just a rundown. This is going to leave you tight and veiny, and it's going to make you feel like shredded and look almost a little shredded if you're already thin, because it's going to remove all that water weight and it's going to keep that metabolism and that diuretic effect for a good 3-4 hours. So it's not crazy sweating, but it's a nice sweat. It's just a continuous sweat. It's like you feel like your metabolism pump. You feel good afterwards. It's like I was doing some bicep curls and very few pump ingredients give me that, mapped veins in my arms. And this one really increased those mapped veins in the arms. I loved training, staring at myself in the mirror in this. Not that I'm trying to be vain or anything like that, but when you see those veins popping and you're doing some arm curls, that's just like an extra head hit into your alpha brain there, as far as the alpha brain drive, where you're just like, oh yeah, this is freaking cool, that type of thing. So I'm trying to think if there's anything I forgot about on this thing. 13 minutes, be 14 minutes in. I'm just going to close this out right now. It's really worth it. Like I said, I don't have any discount codes or anything like that, but I'll put a link down below to the company. Once again, let me show this to you again. Shock and Grow Labs Unstoppable Pre-Workout. Upper scale daily driver, maybe a 5-6 day a weeker. So I wouldn't say it's a 7 day a weeker, but a 5-6 day a weeker, you're going to be fine with this thing. And like I said, super nice. Sugars are great. I've been feeling really good on this one after my training. So I really like it. It's been my pleasure reviewing this for you guys. You guys have a good one. I got to get back to work, and we'll see you guys next time on the channel.